Okay, so Carlos Alcaraz has just won Queens, which is his third ever ATP grass court tournament that he's competed in, which is crazy. So Carlos has officially figured out grass, it seems. Now, I think the question on everyone's mind is, can he win Wimbledon? Can he be an actual contender to take out the king of Wimbledon, Novak Djokovic, who's obviously standing there in the way? So I'm going to take a look at my thoughts on what has changed in his grass court game that's enabled him to play better and I think be a real contender at Wimbledon. So we're going to get into it and break it all down. What a victory. What a player. What a kid. Here's the slice. Dang, Carlos. Look at that trophy. Big time. Grass court winner. Got it done all week on the green stuff. Looked great. Looked natural. Flying around out there. That's from Wimbledon. Just looking super strong, fit, and good on the green stuff. So that's pretty interesting to see, if you don't mind me. We've had Djokovic, who after the French Open has been vacationing with his family and friends, chilling out, putting his feet up, relaxing, waiting for all the other scrubs on the ATP Tour to try and get their grass court game in action so they can come to Wimbledon and see if it could even try to cause him a problem. We got Casper Ruud, who's not even trying to pretend like he's preparing for Wimbledon. He's at the weekend concert. He's playing golf. He's hanging out in Italy or on a boat somewhere in the ocean, the sea, as the Europeans might say. So, yeah, things are looking like a fairly slim race for competitors at Wimbledon. And obviously, Djokovic is the favorite. Let's not make any mistake about that. I think he's the big-time favorite to win. But I think it's gotten a lot more interesting with Alcaraz winning Queens and showing the level that he has. So before we get into it, shout out to our sponsors, CoolBet. Stay cool, bet responsibly. If you're going to bet on tennis, use CoolBet. Use the link below to double your deposit when you sign up and use it. If you sign up, you support the show. Appreciate it. And the official nutritional drink of the slice, AG1, my daily hit of nutrition in the morning to keep me fit, helps me stay, it helps me honestly just get in like a healthy mindset. It's like I drank a green drink in the morning and it has lots of nutrients in it. So now I'm just going to make healthier choices the rest of the day. So if you want to try it out, the link below. It also supports the show. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so I tweeted this yesterday or the day before, maybe during the semifinals. And I said, reasons why Alcaraz can be great on grass. I didn't say win Wimbledon. I didn't say he's going to beat Djokovic. A lot of the Djokovic fanatics, the boyfriends, girlfriends of Djokovic, came out and said, he can't win Wimbledon because Djokovic is there and he's going to beat him. It's like, yeah, I'm not denying that. Djokovic is, been playing at Wimbledon for like 15 years. This is like Alcaraz's like third ever time there. And yeah, Djokovic is definitely the favorite, as I'm saying. Look at that. Thumbs up. Can't deny it. He's going for his 8th title at Wimbledon. But reasons why Alcaraz can be great on grass. One, he's Carlos Alcaraz. I mean, the kid's an absolute beast. He's looking the most jacked he's ever looked, and he looked comfortable out there. The grass makes his serve better. Now, if you saw at the end of the match today, he basically relied on his serve and became a serve bot to finish out the match versus Alex de Minaur, who was playing very, very well. Let's be sure of that, to say that. Very, very well. I actually thought de Minaur was going to win this match, but Alcaraz surprised me again. Even better. His serve is obviously slips through the court better, has more impact. His first serve is even better. And that's going to help him on grass court. I mean, everyone's serve is better on grass court, but for him, his serve is more of a weapon on grass court, which is scary because of the rest of his game. His backhand up the line can be really flat. So on grass, he's got such a pure backhand technique. He can really swing through the hitting zone, hit it really hard cross court, really hard up the line. I really like how he kind of like punches and extends and pushes through on his backhand up the line. And since it's kind of flat, that shot is going to be like a knockout punch at Wimbledon. It's going to be a weapon that he can use when he gets in a cross court backhand rally, switch it up, bink down the line, and open the point up, or just end the right. Going to be a big weapon, I think, going forward. His touch around the court is immaculate. That includes drop shots. That includes slices. During this week, I saw him coming in at finishing point, slicing up the line, doing forehand slices. He's just learning how to play on grass. He's recognizing those shots are important in constructing points on grass, and he's doing it very well. He's got super good hands, best drop shot on the tour by far. So we'll see how much that comes out. The fresh grass at Wimbledon on center court, where he'll hopefully be playing all of his matches. Little feathery drop shots. People slip trying to get to it. Literally play like a boxer. Try to physically wear your opponent down. I think that's going to be big for him. He's figuring out the movement. Yeah, his movement. He talked about how he's trying to figure out how these guys move with their footwork on the grass to be efficient, to be good. And he's doing it. You saw him. I thought he looked way more comfortable this year than he has previously on the grass. And that makes sense. He never plays on grass. He's played, this is his third tournament. He's won one out of the 3 tournaments that he's played on grass. So he's moving comfortably on there. He's looking good. Like he's just doesn't look like he knows it's different than clay. And he's accepting that and he's moving much better on it. And lastly, his forehand. His forehand is absolutely monstrous, and he hit some of the biggest, fastest forehands I've ever seen on a grass court this week, especially against Sebi Korda. There was one point, I'm sure you guys saw it, 3 forehands in a row, just huge. Sebi Korda did well to stay in the point. Huge. And then he's just huge again. Most guys are going to shank one of those 3 if they swing that hard at the ball, but he didn't, and his forehand is going to be a massive weapon on the grass. It does even more damage, gets through the court quicker. He can flatten it out. He can do anything he wants with that shot. So, yeah, I really think Carlos is going to be a real challenge if he plays Djokovic at Wimbledon. I think that the only way that they'll play is in the final because Carlos is back to number 1. He'll be the number 1 seed. Djokovic will be the number 2 seed, and they're not going to play until the final. So if he gets there, people are going to say, oh, yeah, he might cramp again. I do still think that the cramping at the French Open was a bit of a fluke, a mistake from his team as far as hydration and preparedness. And then obviously the nerves were there. But he's been nervous in so many other matches, like when he beat Nadal and then Djokovic and then Zverev at Madrid last year. So that match wasn't overly physical. He was super nervous. I get it. But I do think there was a bit of a fluke, and I wouldn't count on that happening again. So we'll see. But at Wimbledon, I would love to see him and Djokovic in a match there based on how Djokovic's precision with his serving and forehand and everything on the grass court, how he can expose Alcaraz and how Alcaraz can counter it with his own finesse on the grass court that we saw this week. So it's going to be super interesting. I do think he can win Wimbledon. Probably not this year, but I think he definitely will win Wimbledon multiple times in his career, young Alcaraz, because he's got the game for it. He's got the power to absolutely gets rewarded on grass, and he's an amazing athlete. And amazing athletes can learn how to move on a different surface like he is. And yeah, I really think he's going to be probably, when I put up my power rankings going into Wimbledon, he's probably going to be number 2 behind Djokovic. So yeah, big. What do you guys think? Can Alcaraz win Wimbledon this year? Can he be a challenge to Djokovic this year? I don't know. It might be a bit quick, but all I do know is he won Queens, and that's a big tournament to win. And he looked really good doing it. So there's the slice on Carlitos Alcaraz on grass. What do you think? Let me know below. Thanks for subscribing, liking this video, getting around all the links below. We appreciate you guys. See you next time here on the show.